I have obtained my short form, my short code with the short form function. I have obtained my name string. Now it's time to try and validate myself. I go and say sc equals to sc, ns equal to ns, like I always do. When I click enter, something very different happens. Validation failed. That's not a big thing for me because I'm quite used to that by now. But I noticed that the error message that I'm getting is says I did not like the letters. Avoid A, R, and E. Welcome back, friends. We are here to enhance the welcome message project from the YByte Python curriculum available at www.ybyte.in. In this video, we'll see something very interesting. We will create custom errors. Now, recall when we built the project first, we had this, strange looking condition. I go and say, look, if my name strength is more than the threshold for name strength, or if my shortcode length is too long, longer than this threshold, then raise a value error, which is itself strange because previously we were advocating for long names and let's say nice shortcodes, and now we are checking for something in a reverse manner. But that's okay. This whole thing is quite random anyway. But we raised a value error. But now question that comes is that look, value error, type error, name error, these are all standard errors which are built into Python. The question is, can I raise an error which I have defined myself? In this case, I'm going to define a very strange error. Again, I'm going to say that, okay, look, I'm going to look at a shortcode. If it contains any of those letters A, R, and E, again, I've picked them up randomly. You can choose different letters. If it contains any of those letters, I'm going to raise not a value error. In fact, I'm going to raise an error, a custom error, which I call bad letter error. So let's see how we can do it. So I come back to my project over here. Basically the way to raise a custom error is in fact not hard at all, but we have to do a few things. Now this syntax is related to object-oriented programming, maybe a little bit different, maybe a bit new to many of you, but what I need to do is to say, well, look, let me define an exception class here, say called bad letter error, and I derive it from the exception, which is the base class for all exceptions in Python. So basically when I do this, really that's all I need to do. I can just go and say pass. Now what this has told my interpreter is that look, I can raise an error which is called bad letter error. Now by convention, exceptions and errors should always end in this kind of a name. For example, value error, name error. Likewise, I'm saying bad letter error. Now having defined this bad letter error, now it's time for me to go and raise it. So I get down to my deep validate function. Now the idea here is that look, I'm going to define a list called bad letters. Again, nothing bad about these letters, it's just for the sake of this game. I'm just going to say, well, let me say A, R, and E are bad. So I just put them in a list. Of course, you can choose any other letter that you want, to be a so-called bad letter. Now I want to find out if any of these letters is inside my shortcode, then I'll declare that to be a bad letter error. Now obviously I could write this as a for loop, but a more concise way of doing so comes from the any function and a bit of list comprehension. So I'm going to say, look, if any, say x in prelim data, let's say sc, for x in bad letter. So what this means is that look, I'm going to look through every letter of the bad letters. If that happens to be in the prelim data sc, well, if any of those is true, so which means if either A is there, R is there, E is there, if any one of them is there, that's what the any does. I'm going to say, look, raise for me a bad letter error. Notice it's already showing it here because I've defined this earlier. But obviously this is just the raising part of it. I must now go and catch this error in the validate function. Previously I was catching only value errors. It was telling me something is wrong. Now I'm going to add one more statement over here. I'm going to say except say bad letter error, and then I can print, I did not like some of the letters, um, and then I can say, well, print, for example, validation failed. So we'll see how this goes. So I create my shortcode. Now this shortcode has in fact all of those letters E, A, and R. Later on we'll avoid these. So if I go and then create, let's say, my name strength. So ns is my name strength. Let's say name equals to v, Simple. Uh, Now I try to validate, say n, so sc equals to sc, ns equals to ns. If I do this, um, clearly it raised this error. It told me, look, I did not like some of the letters. Clearly the bad letters error got created. Um, we can try doing this again. Now this time I'll create a, let's say a shortcode with none of those letters. So I'm removing the prefix Mr. I'm changing the suffix to good. So my SC becomes, SI good. Um, Clearly this doesn't have A, R or E. I will create my name string like earlier. And when I, let's say, ask for validation, in fact, my validation went through. So that error did not get created. So this is really good, right? Now, this is allowing us to create a custom error, quite nice. But just like earlier, we would like to give more information to, let's say, the player. In fact, we can do that as well. We just have to enhance the class definition a little bit. Now again, some of this will look a little, let's say, unfamiliar syntax, because this is related to object-oriented programming. My advice is just do it, because slowly this picture will become clear. I'm going to say, look, when I define this bad letter error, I'm going to say, look, I am going to also tell you to initialize it. Say, I'm going to create a new function called init. Now, this is important to create it with, the way it's showing here, for instance, with these two underscores, right? So I'm going to say, well, self and say message. Now, by default, I'll put a message. Some of those letters are not nice. I mean, again, just for fun anyway. Notice this is the default argument, which means if I don't provide this argument, this is the message that I'll get. And I will just go and say self dot message equals to message, message, and I'm going to use this keyword called super. So super basically means that look, go and look at the base class, which is where I'm inheriting from. So in this case, exception class. Again, just follow the syntax, see it working, then starts to make a lot of sense, right? So I'm going to say init and say message, right? So now basically what this means is that, look, when I generate this error, I will also generate this message, because I'm just just like earlier, right? So previously we had this value error as E and so on and so forth. Those message was coming out to me. Same thing is going to happen now, right? So I'm going to say, look, so again, let's create this. So again, I come back here, I'm raising this error, not providing any message, but what I can do is that I can go and say, as, let's say, E, right? And again, when I do this, I can go and print E. Now notice the syntax is similar to what we have been doing. Previously we said for type error as E, and then we could print E, E gave us the error message. Something like that is going on. When I now, let's say, do this, now when I run my code, so again, let me create a short code. Now when I run this, again, I create short code which has those so-called bad letters, and I go and create my name string, which is, let's say, this. When I do validate, it tells me I did not like some of those letters. Some of those letters are not nice, right? Now, obviously, this message is coming somewhat generic. We can make it more clear. Remember, the message was being passed as a default argument. Since I didn't pass anything, it became whatever it was, right? But I can go and say, look, let me become a little bit more clear over here. I'm going to create this, raise this error with a message saying that please avoid A, R, and E. Right now, so I create my shortcode, I get my name string. When I validate now, it tells me I did not like some of those letters. Please avoid A, R, and E. And this is clear. This is now very nice because look, it gives me a lot of picture of what's going on. So let's say I do avoid, I think, okay, this is the only one that's causing problem. I change this to good. Hopefully this is okay. When I look at name string, again, when I try, well, again, I get this problem because remember, there's still an R in there. Any one of them is going to cause a problem. Please avoid A, R, and E. So let me try avoiding it altogether like I had done earlier. Let me just get rid of the suffix. when I do this, well, again, validation was in fact successful. So I did not get an error. So you get the idea. Like I said, the syntax is a little bit, it's related to object-oriented programming. My suggestion is at this point of time, just, take the base syntax, modify it for you what you want, create more exceptions of your own. Slowly you'll get the picture of what's going on. And of course, you can also learn more about object-oriented programming. I hope you found this interesting. Building activities, thinking about how we can enhance them is a good, fun way to learn programming. This way, our mind gets creatively involved with what we are doing, and we also understand concepts much better. I hope you like this. Look at our website www.ybyte.in because that is how we learn Python programming. Take care. Thank you so much. Bye bye.